What if I will tell you that there exists one specific method which never fails to realize enlightenment for you? Would you be interested? It has been explained since thousands of years by Vedic texts. But like always, science is being very late and slow, and only recently it began to approve and explain how the breath is directly related to all emotion. The breath is related to our state of mind. For example, when one is mad, he will be breathing deeply and fast. When one is anxious, they feel like they are hyperventilating. When one is calm, they are breathing very slowly. Therefore, it is no more a belief but a fact that emotions are related to the breath. We are even aware now that most of all the mental illness and a huge percentage of physical illness are all due to the way we breathe. If we will do a test right now, and I will tell you to just sit and close your eyes without controlling your breath at all. Put a timer of 1 minute and see how many breaths your body takes naturally. Feel free to put the video on pause, try it and come back. The more breath that one will perform in a minute, the more asleep this being might be. The more breath that one will use in a minute, the more he or she is inviting illness on the mental and the physical plane. When we used to be a baby, we were breathing properly. But it is as soon as we began to take charge of everything, as we began to know everything, that we just forgot about the breath and never thought about it. But due to our mental chatter, to all the thing around us that affect our energy, our inner state, our breath became incomplete. Almost nobody is fully exhaling and either fully inhaling. But yet, we know that the oxygen capacity will be related to your health, your ability to live a long life, and to be stable within yourself. It is even known that to oxygenate a cells can bring a sick cell or a dying cell back alive. We are aware that to enhance oxygen capacity can enhance the amount of DNA created within your system. And for this very reason, I want to share this fact with you. Breathing is not just you and me. What I inhale, the trees and the plant exhale. But it doesn't just stop here. Inhaling is really not just about oxygen and carbon dioxide. There is also 5 types of prana, which is basic vitality energy that is needed to keep a body alive, or any cells or types of being alive. And not only with lungs we breathe. The whole body is breathing. Every part of your skin is breathing. If at the moment I put my hand on this crystal, on this beautiful blue onyx, it is a fact that the atoms of these crystals are being mixed with the atoms of my hands. Because existentially, privacy does not exist. The all existence is like a wave that goes through you and everything, just like if you did not exist. and the whole cosmos is breathing just like your lungs are, but in a way that is not physically the same. And when one begins to just breathe fast, never in a complete way, then they are not synchronized with the breathing of existence. And whenever one is not synchronized with this is when all the chakras within the system begin to disbalance themselves. And it goes on for almost every issue of life. For example, if you are anxious and you control your breath, you will stop your panic attack. If you feel sad but you begin to control your breath, it will be impossible to cry. If you feel mad but again you control your breath, there will be no way to remain mad. And it is with this logic that I want to explain the next step. When you see Buddha meditating or any yogi in deep transcendental meditation, it might feel like it is hard to realize this state because you don't know how to get there. But today I will share with you a hack, a way to totally turn upside down the whole story and to not even need to try to understand how to be enlightened, but to just become enlightened as a consequence to your action. So when a yogi is truly meditative, his breath will be extremely slow and at the same time intense and deep, completely exhaling to the point that the stomach goes inside and totally inhaling to the point that there is no more room for even a bit more oxygen. And we can wait that our energy reach this peak that will make our breath become this way. Or instead, we can copy the way a Buddha, a yogi, is breathing when he is meditative in order to bring meditativeness into our system effortlessly. And this is one of the most, or maybe the most important thing that Buddha was trying to tell us. From what I have seen, Buddha was not really giving us a teaching. He was not saying, do this, don't do this amount of thing and not that amount of thing, eat this but not this. What he was more focused on was to share a method, a scientifical method. And to me, Buddha was not really a poet or anything like this. Buddha was the highest, or one of the highest scientists that existed on earth, because he experienced his own mechanism and he found out that with just the breath itself, if you adjust your breath consciously in a perfect way, then you will not have to think in terms of each chakra individually. You will not need to think about a way to no more be stressed, a way to no more be depressed, a way to be loving, a way to express yourself properly. Because all of those issues are just the byproduct of an unbalanced system. And once we breathe properly, the system automatically balances itself, and again automatically, all the chakras will have the proper energies that it is supposed to have. So if you are really looking for enlightenment, what I am sharing with you is the sadhana of the breath. And all that you have to do is to consciously control every millisecond of the breath, all day long. Whether you are at work, walking, driving, listening to a movie, playing a video game, whatever you are doing, control your breath. Oh, will I lose my focus in what I do because I focus on the breath? Not at all. In fact, you can try it. You can watch a movie without controlling your breath, and then watch a movie while you control your breath. And you will find out that your whole experience will be so much more deeper when you have this control of oxygen. Therefore, whatever you do in your life, you will do it better with the sadhana of the breath. And what can be more simple than to breathe in and out all day long? It is just a fact that the body is doing it already. But now we want to do it consciously. And as you will begin to do so, it will be effortless for you to control your emotion, to silence the mind on command, and to just be balanced all the time. It is because this method sounds so simplistic that almost everybody is totally underestimating it and not doing it. They would try for 10 minutes or 5 minutes and forget about it. But if you are truly a spiritual warrior, if you are truly done screwing around and want evolution and liberation, then I lovingly welcome you to try it, not for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Try it for a whole month. Always consciously breathe as much as you can and see for yourself experientially how you feel. I guarantee that your whole life will transform itself. And one of the biggest reasons of the sadhana of the breath is because no matter how many pranayama you perform daily, no matter how many minutes you meditate, no matter how many times you chant the name of God, there will be a time where you are not performing any practices, and at this moment, all the external force will be affecting your being in a negative way, and you will be back as a Buddha, as exactly the opposite of a Buddha. So I am not saying do not do pranayama, yoga, meditation, japa. I am saying keep doing those amazing practices, but also incorporate the sadhana of the breath if evolution and liberation is truly what you are longing for deep within. So have you ever heard about this sadhana, and have you ever tried it? I want to hear from you. Let us know within the comment. And if you find any value in this video, I lovingly welcome you to like, comment and subscribe to support Cosmic Seed community. Thank you so much. May the breath be your doorway to the beyond.